Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. So today I decided to do a little virtual background because I'm kind of tired of Michigan weather. Conveniently enough, it's actually really nice here in Michigan. But what I wanted to share with you today is I know a lot of you guys are growing impatient. I get it, man. I am too. But a few things I wanted to share with you guys today. Number one, Raptor and Raptor R's, what's going on with Ford trucks and Raptors being delayed. It's not Raptor specific. F-150s are not showing up anywhere unless there's a few trim configurations. So don't just think this issue is just a Raptor owners. That should give you a little peace of mind. It's across the board. Ford is sitting on thousands of new F-150s that have not made it to dealers. And if you think you're frustrated, from what I'm hearing at the dealerships, they're even more frustrated because they can't sell goods if they don't have trucks to sell, which is what they need to pay the bills. Also, some other things I noticed I thought it might be kind of interesting. Let's get into this. So the topic on delays. I wanted to find this article just to show to you guys. I didn't realize last week when I was traveling for work, this article actually came out through Cars Direct. They're talking about all the delays. I'm not exactly sure what the issue is. I think it has something to do with some basic software thing that they're just kind of updating it with the vehicles. But if there's one thing I've realized in the last year or so, Ford is trying to improve their quality, which is a good thing. And I think they're just really being extra patient to make sure that when we get these vehicles, we're all going to be happy. And so I'd say this is a good thing. Secondly, around this whole topic of deliveries, I don't think we're that far off from what I'm understanding. We're probably only a month or so away from getting our trucks. I'm okay with that because I know Ford is just trying to do their due diligence, cross their T's, dot their I's to ensure that we get these trucks in time. But a few things I found was interesting. So this is an article. I'll share this down below. You can kind of look at all these and talk about some of the delays and the vehicles impacted. And it talks about some of these vehicles were built back in December, which I believe that because I've seen some of these Raptors built back then and they're still sitting on lots. So when Ford has these trucks built, it's cost them a lot of money if they're not getting paid by customers. So you can believe Ford's wanting to get these to the customers as quick as possible as well. But I went and was looking up some of the specifications on the new Raptor R specifically. At the time of this video, they had not updated the preliminary technical specifications because I was just kind of trying to check out the oil and just some of the different standards. But what amazed me was the oil use. If you look at the standard 3.5 liter, it only requires 6 quarts of oil, but the Raptor R takes 11.5 quarts of oil. The other thing that's interesting, it specifically calls out a 5W50 full synthetic. I've had a lot of 3.5 liter. I don't remember a 5W50. So this must be a very specific oil to the GT500 or Carnivore motor, whichever you want to call it. I'll include the link to this as well. You can kind of see some of the different specs on these trucks. I was also kind of looking to see, was there any differences in the rotors between Raptor and Raptor R? When you look at all these specifics, they look almost identical. I didn't notice anything different as far as steering. I'm not noticing anything different. And then someone else had a comment about why did Ford not put the new BFG KO3s on this truck? My understanding is they haven't had 37-inch tires yet available, and I think someone just mentioned they're going to be available in like a month or so. So it makes sense that the full-size F-150 did not get the KO3 tire because it's not out for commercial use yet in a 37-inch tire. But it is available, and that's what the Ranger Raptor is going to come with because it's a smaller size tire, and that was earlier availability. So I'm okay with the KO2s. I've had a lot of sets of them. They're totally adequate. So something I want to share now that a lot of us care quite a bit about is resale. So I ran a Manheim auction report just a little bit ago, and specifically on a Raptor R. As frustrating as it can be right now that you haven't gotten your Raptor, the positive is Raptor prices are going up because of this. This is great news for everybody. If you own a Raptor, your price is going up. If you're about to get a Raptor and your price is fixed, prices are going up. What I mean is the market price is going up, but if you've already got a fixed price with a dealer like myself and I'm sure several others, you're good to go. But check this out. So I just ran a 23 Ford F-150 Raptor R with 5,000 miles in the Midwest, perfect condition in red. And it spit out a number. This is kind of like they take some different algorithms and place these things together. And this is what Manheim says this would go through the auction for based on data historically that they've seen vehicles go through the auction for by region. But here's what's wild. $125,000 for a used Raptor R with an estimated retail of $133,000. That's freaking phenomenal. I mean, considering the fact this thing's got 5,000 miles. And if we just adjust this, I'll just kind of show you real quick what 10,000 miles looks like. I mean, it's still $121,000. It only dropped 4,000. And I bet if we go to 500 miles, it goes up to 129. So, and it kind of shows some of the pricing on what some of these different trucks go for. But one in Albany, New York just went for over 138,000. So this is good. So being patient is actually going to help all of us for resale. And especially when the 24s hit, a lot of people are going to want the 24s for the refresh. Here's another thing I bet you were not aware of, because I sure was not. And this really surprised me. And now I want to learn more about this. I was kind of looking up what is the recommended fuel for a Raptor. Now I've ran Raptor standard 3.5 liter high outputs, the 6.2 liter V8 with 87 octane all the way to 93 octane. And if you're looking for optimal performance, off-road, towing, and high temperatures, yeah, for sure, the 91 and 93 is what I will run. But if I'm just doing a highway trip and it's long distance and I'm not really worried about the optimal performance, I run 87 and never had a problem in the 5 Raptors I've owned. But here's the part I thought was interesting, is when we dive into fueleconomy.gov. So if you haven't had a chance to check out this website, your window sticker on every vehicle made is based off the data in this website. We know Ford is at the finish line of production, and these vehicles are about to be rolled out because you can now select 2024 Ford F-150s and Raptors to see the fuel economy numbers. This wasn't available 2 months ago. So that's a good sign that we know we're there. The other thing it shows is I took a 24 Raptor R versus a 23 Raptor R and a 23 Raptor R versus a 24 Raptor versus 23 Raptor, both 35 package trucks. And what's interesting is a few things. Number one, Raptor R. Notice this, regular gasoline. Ford certified the Raptor R with 87 octane. So I think it's awesome because can you run premium in it? For sure. Is it going to be recommended? For sure. But the fact that they EPA certified this truck at regular gasoline, 87 octane, tells me, number one, I don't know if that's going to get them the best fuel economy, possibly, but they did this knowing that people are going to run 87 in these trucks. I think that's awesome. It'll save you some money if you're looking to save a buck on a fill up. But if you notice fuel economy, combined fuel economy, city fuel economy, highway, it's identical from 24 to 23. But this is where it gets a little interesting. If we look at 24 versus 23, we notice the combined went up 1 mile per gallon for 2024, but the city and highway are both the same. So this tells me something's happened here. Considering the city hasn't changed and the highway hasn't changed between the two model years, it tells me there must be some aerodynamic change or something, that the mixed fuel economy was really close in 2023 to being like 15.4 miles per gallon, and it jumped it to 15.5, which they round up and put to 16. We probably won't be able to notice a difference, but I've seen this now on several 2024 Ford F-150 powertrains where there's fuel economy impacts. Not a big deal to me. I mean, I never really look at the fuel economy when I buy a Raptor, but it's interesting nonetheless. But what I want to tell you guys more than anything, just stay excited. Just realize Ford wants to get these trucks to us. The dealers want to get the trucks to us as bad as we want them also. They're going to be awesome when we get them. I'm really excited about that. I should be getting some more information in the next week or two. I'll share with you guys. So anyhow, I hope this little bit was helpful. Give you a little bit more to look at for all the excitement for when these trucks come. Thanks for watching.